What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to another Kingdom of Heroes video. Today, guys, we're going to be doing TOA 70. I just literally did TOA 60, which was Lucifer, and now I want to do Titania because a lot of you guys are asking me about these TOA bosses, so I want to start really getting these videos out for you. So we're going to move right on to Titania, and then next we will do that Psy boss, which is super tough for a lot of people. I did quickly go over in the last video how to kind of lock her up in the corner, but after Titania, tomorrow or the next day, I will do that boss on easy and hard. But for this one, let's just stick to Titania. Now, we all know she is amazing. Everybody wants her. I tried to pull my stones. I didn't have any luck. I wish I did. And much like Lucifer, guys, and much like all of these TOA bosses, Thea is going to be so strong once again because she just puts on so many poisons. She's a lot stronger for Lucifer because Lucifer puts up poisons on her, then she passes them back. I love Lucifer for TOA himself because he's just so good at what he does between the glancing, speed slow, poison, continuous damage, whatever you want to call it. I know it makes you smile when I say it. You got Freya. She's also another amazing unit for all of this content. And I love my Ifrit so much for TOA. When I picked her, I thought she was going to be a farmer, and she is not a farmer. She is just a really good support. She's got the attack down, the speed slow, all of that stuff. And as far as builds go, like, I do not have good runes on these units, guys. And let me tell you, it's just basic stuff. They're not even 6-starred. Just speed, HP, accuracy, nothing crazy. I'll show you quick, just so you can see what we're dealing with here. Nothing crazy. I actually have her on attack, which I shouldn't have her on attack. She should be on HP or defense. So this just shows you guys that you don't need good runes to do this stuff. It's just kind of team synergy and what you're kind of bringing to the table. I'm going to try to use the same team I used on Lucifer, on Titania. I think it's going to work fine. I feel like you don't really need much heals for TOA or anything like that. You kind of just need to be able to take the damage and dish out enough damage to kill her off in the first like 3 to 5 turns. Otherwise, you could bring like an Irene or Vivian, but I just feel like it's not needed and not necessary. And most of you will probably have Igwe. I just don't want to use Igwe in these videos because some people might not have Igwe. They might have picked something else, or maybe they're free to play, so they don't have him. So that's the only reason I'm not using Igwe, and I'm using Ifrit instead of Igwe. Because Ifrit, you can easily switch with Amin, Volcan, Bleeze, anything you want. Doesn't really matter. I just like my Ifrit, and I'm happy I can get some use out of her. So pretty much for this one, you just want to get up as many dots once again as possible. Because with a lot of these TOA bosses, you're not going to be able to just like nuke them down. Maybe if you had like, you know, a perfect nuke team, late game runes, you'll be able to defense breaker and then just like one shot her with like a Bart or something. But I am nowhere near that yet. I know a lot of you guys aren't either. Now, I am building my Valkyrie because she's also going to be great for these TOA bosses. So you got Thea, you got Lucifer, you got Valkyrie. Thea and Lucifer are craftable. I'm building my Lilith because I think she's going to be amazing for TOA as well. I know a lot of people sleep on her, but I feel like she's going to be great for this. Same thing with Bunny, but I don't want to use these units. I want to show you guys it can be done with pretty much a free-to-play team. I know Ifrit is not free-to-play, but like I said, you could switch with so many things. It is not necessary to bring Ifrit. You could use Valkyrie. Pretty much anything else has a dot. That's really all I'm using her for, is just try to get that extra dot and kind of soak up some of the damage. Other than that, I really don't need her. She barely ever hits the dots or the kill block anyways. So let's just get right into it. I'd probably be better off using like Igwe, yeah. If you have Igwe, you're better off just using Igwe than Ifrit, to be honest with you. But it just depends on what you have. Now, Titania is going to dish out huge damage. We're pretty much going to hope that we can get rid of her as soon as possible, just like Lucifer. Let's see what happens. The only difference here is she's not going to be giving us dots to pass back onto her. And I think that's what makes Lucifer so easy as a boss, because Thea can just literally take those dots and just throw them back to Lucifer, which just kills him so fast. But we should be fine here. I honestly don't remember the first team I used on this floor. It was definitely something similar to this. I kind of wanted to get a speed slow on her, but I don't want my units to be like all mushed together because I feel like she hits like units that are close together. So let's try to get a glancing on her. We can't stun bosses, just so you guys know. Let's try to get a glancing here. We got a dot, but no glancing. Let's put a Ifrit back here. See if we can land the attack down would be nice. That worked. So now let's see what happens now. She's going to shield up, which is fine. Let's just A1 her with Freya. A1 her with Thea. And let's bring Lucifer right up on here and try to get a speed slow on her. Perfect. Let's move a Freed here because we don't want anything together. We want to keep our units as separated as possible. And that pretty much goes for all of these TOA bosses, guys. 99.9% of the time, you don't want your units choked up together because the boss is going to end up doing huge damage to you. Kind of want to stay out as spread out as much as you can. And that's why I kind of feel like healers aren't really that great for TOA. Maybe if you're using like Jahara, Vivian, like some cheese team, then it would be okay. But I really don't feel like you need healers. Vampire sets would actually probably be a lot better. And I'm not really using those here. I'm actually not using any vampire sets here, so they're not needed either. Now, I'm not sure if she heals or not your attack, because I don't have her, unfortunately. So that just gives her more attack, and this just gives her provoke. So yeah, I don't think we need a heal block here or anything like that. Let's see if we can get a dot. Got a dot, which is good. See, she hits like a truck, pretty much. Let's give ourselves invincibility, which will buy us another turn. As you saw, she's just going to go after Freya now. And that is fine. We don't mind. So we're actually going to get another turn and another turn before we have to worry about her going crazy and one-shotting something else. So let's stack another dot. I like to stack 3 dots on Thea before I pass them over. I just feel like that's the best way to do it because then you got 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns, and then it'll be 1, 2, and 3, and then you pass them over. And then on like the next round, I usually pass it over at 2. It all depends on how close she is to dying. So let's bring Lucifer back up in front of her. The reason I love Lucifer so much for TOA, and I just want to say the faster you make Lucifer, the better. Mine is really not that fast, but if you can get him like 200 speed with a ton of accuracy, he's going to take like 2 turns, and he's going to put those dots, and that speed slow is so amazing because it really helps in just turn cycling. He's just so strong for this, so do not sleep on Lucifer, guys. An amazing unit. So let's see if we can land it here. We missed the speed slow, but we got the dot. Unfortunately, we outsped her, so we're going to die this next turn, which is fine. Let's actually just leave her here. I don't even want to put her next to Thea or anything like that. Sometimes you're better off just ending the turn, guys, than doing anything, as you saw there. Because if I would have hit her, she would have been next to Thea, then maybe she would have one-shot my Thea. We don't want that. Now, let's see if we can bring a Freed here. Maybe land a dot. Maybe. No dot. So she's shielded up there. Now you see she's back to almost full health. Now let's pass these dots over. Hopefully don't glance. We didn't. Now let's see if we can't get another dot in a speed slow. Perfect. Let's bring Freya up here and try to get another dot. Pretty much want to try to get as much dots on her as possible. Because like I said, you're not going to be able to one-shot her or anything like that. As you can see, she's putting up so many shields. There's just no way you're going to one-shot her early game. Let's see if we can get another dot. The more dots, the better. Missed it, of course. Now we're pretty much just going to take Thea and stack up more dots. And we should be able to start really chunking her damage now with all of these dots. Now you can't stun, so there's no... We could push her back, but we don't really need to. There's no reason for it. Like I said, we're mostly using Lucifer for his speed slow. And as you can see, also, Titania is not doing a crazy amount of damage as long as you keep your units spread out. She's really just going after one unit, and then she's shielding, and then she's going after the unit again. So just stay spread out, just keep getting those dots up and those speed slows, and you are clutch. So let's get another dot. Perfect. I actually don't want to get attacked on. I actually just want to keep getting as much dots on her as possible. Perfect. I'm thinking if I should pass this or just go for another one. All right, let's just stack another one. Because Lucifer's going to land a dot here anyways. I don't like to put units next to each other, but I'm going to. I really want to land the speed slow, so I'm going to do it. We missed it anyways. I shouldn't have done it. Oh, she shielded anyways. That's fine. Worked out beautiful. Let's see if we can't land both here. Got the attack down, which is fine. Let's pass these dots as well. Perfect. Let's see if we can get another one. Missed it. Get a dot. Missed it. But now you can see she's almost dead here anyways, so we really don't have much to worry about. She's probably going to die in the next turn here before she gets her shield back up. And we're going to pass this dot over just to be safe. And as you can see, Thea is MVP. Once again, just putting a ton of dots on her. We had a free helping there as well. She got a couple dots here and there, but it was really Lucifer and Thea that were stars of that show. Between the speed slow and just all of the dots, Titania is actually really easy in my eyes. I know some of you might struggle, so I don't want to say she's easy, but she's definitely not one of the harder bosses, because when you get past Titania and you move on to 80, which I will be working on next, I'm actually going to do this one on easy and hard, just to show you how to lock her in on both. Same thing with floor 90. I'm going to show you how to beat this guy on easy and hard. As far as Titania and Lucifer go, I haven't got to them yet on hard, because I'm sure they're probably way up the list. But I feel like Titania is one of the easier ones. Same thing with Lucifer. Once you learn kind of how to, sustain yourself, you will be fine. It really just comes down to the units that you're using. And if you choose the right units like Valkyrie, Lucifer, Thea, it's going to make your TOA life so much easier, guys. I promise you that. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. As always, if you guys want to follow me on Twitch and Discord, that is in the description. If you need help with TOA, just jump over to Twitch, and I promise you I will help you there. We'll do it together. I have so much fun doing it, and we're going to be doing giveaways all week on Twitch. We're trying to hit partner there, so I'm doing a ton of raffles. So if you want to be a part of those, please come follow us over on Twitch. We'll be doing another giveaway once we hit 1.5k subs, which will probably be sooner than later, because you guys are amazing and the support has been outstanding, incredible, awesome. I love you guys. If you want to be a part of the random giveaway, make sure you sub to the channel, you're liking and commenting on all the videos to be a part of that. That is a $50 prize, so you definitely don't want to miss out on it. As always, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Spaceballs out. Peace.